All right, so this is how to do this. It's honestly, I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's a weird hip mobilization thing where after you mobilize your hip, you draw your femur back into your hip socket a little bit. So if that makes no sense to you, don't worry about it. We're gonna just roll through how to do it and go from there. I might show you 2 different angles. You may need to watch this more than once. So, thing that we're gonna do first, we're gonna go ahead and get started with ourselves at a 90-degree angle from the wall here. So legs at 90 degrees, body at 90 degrees. So if there's a chair with its legs sitting on the wall, I'm sitting in that chair right now. So you're gonna have a block that you're gonna place in between your knees. Then you're gonna take your feet hips distance. So everything here should feel very neutral. Next, you're gonna take your head, you're gonna cradle your head with your elbow, and then you're gonna lift up a little bit out of your side waist. So what I mean by that is instead of just slumping in here, you wanna think a little bit of space in your side, just so this is nice and neutral in your body, like if you were standing up straight. So once you get there, cradle the head, side waist comes up, feet are neutral. Now you're gonna put your hand on your hip here. You might feel, if you feel your hip bone in the front, you might feel this kind of bony ridge that comes on the back of it here. It's kind of not in the back of your butt and not quite in the front either. You're just kind of in this middle zone on the side of your hip. What you're gonna do, you're gonna inhale, squeeze this block, and then you're gonna draw your knee back just the tiniest bit into your hand. Again, squeeze, inhale, draw back. Now you can see how you can barely see that I'm fucking moving here. Sorry for swearing. You can see them barely moving here. So this is a really, really, really small motion. I'll show you from this angle. So it's like my feet are at the wall. Squeeze, draw back. Smallest amount of drawing back. If you're doing this right, you'll kind of feel like this is shockingly hard and you can't understand what's actually working, but it's really difficult. So good job if that is the case. I'll show you from a different angle just because that tends to be helpful sometimes, maybe. Oh, that was a terrible noise. I am so sorry. All right. So same, just from a different angle, same side that you mobilize. And hopefully you can kind of see what my hips are doing a little bit better here. Cradle your head, side waist comes up, foot comes up, block between the knees. Everything should be nice and neutral. Squeeze the block, draw your leg back just a tiny bit, and release. Squeeze, draw back, squeeze, draw back. So hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, always let me know. Rock and roll. I'll talk to you soon.